Hello, my name is Alicia Hansen. Today I would like to talk to you about a disease that can affect a person's vision. This may happen to someone you know. I know it happened to someone I love dearly, and they suffer from this terrible disease. It's called macular degeneration. A study showed that macular degeneration affects more Americans than cataracts and glaucoma combined. Because of this, few people are aware that macular degeneration is an incurable eye disease and that it's the leading cause of vision loss, especially for those aged 55 and over. It affects more than 10 million Americans. Now, with this being said, macular degeneration is caused by the deterioration of the central portion of the retina, the inside back of the eye. And the retina's central portion, which is known as the macula, that's responsible for the focusing your vision of the eye. And it controls our ability to read. Reading a text message, for instance, or your ability to drive a car, which means you wouldn't be able to get from place to place because you wouldn't be able to see. Recognizing faces. This disease could cause you not to recognize your mom, your dad, your husband, or even your own child. Colors. The grass is green. The sky is blue. And see objects in fine detail. The little stitching on a wedding dress. Whether that's light blue or dark blue. Sometimes doctors will call it age-related macular degeneration. Because as people age, the chances of developing this eye disease are much more dramatic and significant. Now, there are two types, a dry and a wet. The Mayo Health Clinic stated that the dry macular degeneration is yellow deposits that form under the retina in a range of sizes. Although the vision loss is gradual in this dry form, it is possible for it to decrease suddenly and take a turn for the worse, which is the wet form of macular degeneration. Now, the wet form of macular degeneration is when blood vessels in the eye start to bleed and can cause problems, and it goes into the macular portion of the retina. The fluid or blood will leak into and beneath the retina, damaging it. And in the most advanced stages, a scar will form and be irreversible, and then you won't see it all. Now, the different signs of dry and wet, some people don't even know that they have the dry form and may think, oh, it's just blurry eyes, I'm too tired, I had too much to drink, or, I just need to rub my eyes and put some eye drops in. And it's gradual. So again, the person may not even know they have it. But if it's not properly monitored, it could progress and become much worse, like the wet form of this disease, which happens when the dry form goes untreated and becomes worse. People often get a big black spot on the center of what they're looking at, like if you took a picture and put your thumb in front of the face when you were taking the picture. And they'll also have bleeding in the eye. This form of the disease is the most aggressive and will cause the person to lose vision totally. Some of the different treatments they have today, one for the dry is over-the-counter medications like vitamin C, omega-3s, and something that you can find at any drugstore called eye caps. If it's a little bit more advanced, then the doctor would put a little tiny microscope in your eye, basically like no bigger than a contact lens. And you'll go through procedures and classes and how to use it and how to manage it. In the wet form, however, of macular degeneration, usually injections right into the eye are required. Now, These injections start every 4 weeks, and then depending on how the patient is progressed and how the treatment is monitored and how the bleeding is, will determine if the patient needs it more frequently, every 2 weeks, or it could be spread out every 4, every 6, every 12 weeks. It all depends on the patient. Now, sometimes the doctors will use the injections in conjunction with laser treatments, whether it's a hot laser treatment or a cold laser treatment. Now, age-related macular degeneration has two forms, as I stated before. In some cases, it can be monitored and kept from progressing if it is caught early. This is why it's a good reason to go to the eye doctor, because one may never know when the day will come when the whole world goes dark and you'll never see your loved one's face again. You'll never see Christmas lights. You'll never see that turkey on the Thanksgiving Day table. When it comes to the treatments, yes, there are numerous ways to treat it and for making it get worse. But at this point, there are no real cures. However, clinical studies and the advanced treatments that are currently in place can make it comfortable to live with and help keep your vision just a little longer to see your kids grow up. But it's got to be treated, and you've got to go to the eye doctor. Thank you.